All right, let's clean the airbrush. So this is the way, this is how I clean it, but I'm sure people have a million different ways of cleaning airbrushes. I gotta put my mask on. This is the way I do it though. Put a few drops of water in it, and I spray it on a paper towel. That way I can tell. Let's do the backwash. Put your finger over it and pull it back. And it'll kind of bubble up to help get the paint out of there, or when you're trying to paint. But this is how I clean mine. That way I know when it's paint and when it's water. And then I put cleaner in it. And, you know, there's a million different ways. Some people buy those jars that they dump their paint into. I put too much in at times. I usually don't put that much paint, and so I don't normally have to dump any paint back in a bottle or something. If anything, I usually need more paint. This is just the way I like doing it. Keeping your airbrush clean is like one of the most important things you have to do. This is just basic cleaning. And sometimes you have to do deep cleaning, but you gotta flush all that paint out of there or you're gonna have trouble. It's gonna start to dry up on your needle and so forth. It's just gonna get bad. Yeah, I put way too much paint in here. That is. Let's get another paper towel. You know, I'm sure some people aren't this organized. They don't fold their paper towel or whatever, but that's how I roll. They probably use just a towel, or like I said, a lot of people use those jars. And I may end up using one in the future too, but I don't know. I was doing it in the glass jar, and I didn't like the way it. I just didn't like it. I'd much rather do this, then that way I can throw the lines away instead of it all sitting in front of those jars. Didn't like it at all. When it was in those jars, not at all. Back flush it again. See, learning how to hold it, I'm having to learn how to hold it too. Like we're getting close. Where it's just going to be water here soon. Getting close. Getting really close. We're getting really close. And then we also need to usually fold it over or something and use the same paper towel. Need to clean the bowl out too. I usually use the same paper towel so I don't have to waste so many paper towels. And you know, it's already, ooh, well, it's good. And then I have the Vallejo airbrush cleaner, but there's all kinds of different brands you can use. And I like this because it has a little top. Oh, wrong side. You can pop with your thumb. And then the little spout's already kind of facing down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not really sure how much you're supposed to use, but, and then put your finger over it and back flush it. You see the bubbles in there. And then we'll spray again to continue cleaning the brush out. Looking good. I usually almost completely flush it out with water before I put the cleaner in there. And then sometimes I'll flush it again with water too to get the cleaner out. I have no idea why, it's just how I roll. I don't know if the cleaner would leave residue or break up the paint. I really don't have any idea. Let's see what we can see down in there. See how much cleaner it is? And then there's a little bit of spots on the side, so I'll usually take a Q-tip and clean the insides of the bowl, and then I'll also wet it and put it very carefully, because that's where the tip of the needle is, and clean that with a Q-tip too. Anyway, that's how we clean the airbrush. Later.